Hello, my friends. So today I wanted to talk to you about what we are actually saying when we say, gee, I'm hungry. So anytime you are working on your nutrition and trying to, lose weight, one of the first things that you notice is that you start to feel hungry. So did you know that there is more than one type of hunger? So obviously, the very first type of hunger is so obvious. It's actual physical hunger. It's that growly stomach that you feel. Sometimes you start to feel a little bit lightheaded or fatigued. You can feel like sometimes some people feel a little shaky if they haven't eaten for a while. Sometimes it'll cause you to have a headache. But that type of hunger is something that happens gradually over time. I've seen this happen to myself when I get home late from work sometimes and I really don't think I'm hungry. And then finally, when I sit down to eat, I feel really, really like I can eat everything that's on my plate quickly because I all of a sudden realize how hungry I am. So, the best strategy for that type of hunger is try to keep your nutrition timed out, timely enough, eat snacks in the middle of the day, and, eat lighter meals in between and try to space it out so that you don't feel that physical hunger. And eliminate the word starving from your diet. You're not starving, you're hungry. Use your common sense. Find something that is good and nutritional to eat when you're feeling hungry and go do it. All right, so that's number one. Second thing is, I found this very, very interesting in my training. Sense hunger. And I see this happen to myself all the time. So, what do I see? Just a good example is sitting here down at dinner tonight. My husband and I were having a wonderful pot of chili. There were potato chips or tortilla chips on the table. I wouldn't normally eat those, but they were sitting there. Did I want to eat them? Did I feel like I was hungry, was craving those potato chips? Yeah, because they were sitting there, they were in front of my face. So, out of sight, out of mind. If you put it away, another thing I have to do is put the peanut butter and store it somewhere where it's not in my physical view all the time, every time I open the refrigerator. Simple thing. Smell. Something to you smell. The smell of popcorn. Or when you walk through the mall, when you smell Cinnabon, right? I don't know what might trigger you, but those types of things would be a trigger for me. Tasting it, if you say, I'm just going to have one little taste, okay? So, yes, I have some things, chocolate is one of them, that if I have one little taste, a lot of times I crave more. And so that's a different type of hunger. It's really a craving. It's not so much hunger by itself. Touching it, I found this very interesting that oftentimes when I am making our sandwiches or things in the evening, that when I am starting to touch the food, I feel I have to taste it. Putting the cheese on the sandwich and up one goes in the mouth. I don't know if anybody else has that, but touching something, maybe passing the plate of cookies over to somebody else is touch hunger. Hearing it, hearing something sizzling, you know, I don't know what else might fall into that category for you, but hearing something cooking that might raise up your hunger. Okay, so the third type of hunger is emotional hunger. Emotional hunger, we all know all about this. There is a really great video in the To Be Mindset, all centered on emotional hunger. So, what do we do when we get lonely or sad or angry or stressed? A lot of times we turn to food because it sends off these endorphins into our brain and makes us supposedly feel better. But it's short term, right? Because you feel better for a little bit and then you go right back down. So I find this very, very interesting, especially because the mindless part. So a lot of times when I'm feeling stressed at work, for example, and I'm trying to meet a deadline, I find myself just mindlessly eating. And I have things at my desk, luckily, that are healthy and that I can snack on, but sometimes I feel like I want something more, and it's all because of stress. Another type of emotional hunger is what she calls FOMO, the fear of missing out. So you're going to a party and everybody else is going to be eating that pizza or the snacks, the chips, the guacamole, the all the appetizers, the chicken wings, whatever it is. You don't want to feel like you're missing out. And so you really won't be missing out. You can focus your attention on enjoying yourself with your friends. It doesn't have to be about food. But sometimes you will encounter those food pushers that'll say, "Oh, this one little thing's not going to hurt you. Don't worry about it." And then that can be very difficult to. And so you have to turn it around and be the leader and be the one who is going to be strong and maybe reach out to a friend for help. Okay, the next type of emotional hunger is self-sabotage. Self-sabotage is when you see yourself inching closer to your goal or to a certain number on the scale, and then all of a sudden you start to think, I can't let that, subconsciously, of course, I can't let that happen. And I see this happen to me all the time when I start to lose a couple of pounds and I think, oh, well, I'm good now. And then I put some right back on. So it's like this, you're going through this cycle over and over and over again. That's self-sabotage. You can sabotage your own success at times. Okay. The fourth type of hunger is mind hunger. This can be either helpful for you or it can be hurtful. So one of the examples that they gave about mind hunger is overeating because we have earned it. I just did a 30-minute workout, so I've earned that whole bowl of ice cream. Okay, no, it doesn't work that way because, you're burning your calories, sure, but that's not the purpose of your exercise. You're exercising your body to make yourself more fit. And why do you want to put that junk in your body after you've done all that hard work? You don't want to undo it all that quickly, right? All right, so mind hunger. Another type of mind hunger is something that you could do that's good is before you go to a party, as I was mentioning a little earlier, is you can plan ahead in a good way and use mind hunger to help you. That you can say in your mind, this is how I'm going to eat. I'm going to fill up on things before I go. Maybe I'm not really hungry right now, but I'm going to fill up on good nutritional food before I go to this party so that I can control that hunger. Okay, and then the last one, this is very, very interesting also. Did you know that when you are sleep deprived, that you can actually feel more hungry? There are certain hormones that are released in your brain when you are sleep deprived that make you think that you are more hungry. It makes you feel less satisfied when you do eat, and it also makes you feel more craving more food. So that's a double whammy in some respects. So I hope that is helpful for you today. I hope that you can learn that when you are tracking your food on a daily basis and you are finding yourself eating at some unusual times, or you're finding yourself reaching out for those extra snacks or extra things you wouldn't normally do, you might think to yourself, what am I feeling, or what am I thinking, or what am I doing right now that is prompting this, and then try to find a way to work around it the next time. I hope that's helpful. You guys have a great day.